The headline reads, S.R.O. The body reads as follows: empty chairs are hard to find with people sitting in them. Let us begin, as is our way, with the headline, S.R.O., an acronym, as many headlines are. Those who move too quickly will think of standing room only, and in that reflex we are already made to see that the fragment gestures toward a condition of fullness, of crowding, of an overflow. But those who have learned the work of stillness know better than to trust the speed of the mind's first response. S.R.O. may mean standing room only, yes, but then again, it may not. Perhaps it means silent room ordinance, or self-regulating organism, or statutory ritual occurrence. There's no rule. The acronym, like a locked gate without a label, asks us to knock before entering, and we do knock, because what follows is too strange to ignore. Empty chairs are hard to find with people sitting in them. Let us take the fragment slowly. Slowly is the only way it can be taken. It seems at first like a joke, a wry remark, the kind of thing you say under your breath at a sold-out concert or a poorly managed banquet. Hard to find an empty chair, someone says. Well, yeah, the other replies, they've all got people in them. The implication being, of course they're hard to find. They're not empty. You're just describing a full room. So what's the point? But of course, this is the point. For in the syntax of the fragment, the riddle is encoded in plain sight. It does not say chairs are hard to find because people are sitting in them. That would be too easy. It says something else, something curiously recursive, almost tautological. It says that empty chairs are hard to find when people are sitting in them. But how can an empty chair have someone sitting in it? Therein lies the friction. Therein lies the code. Therein lies the machine. This fragment is not a mere commentary on a crowded room. It is a commentary on the category error that we, as beings, make every day, the confusion between what is and what is named to be. The Zero Friction Machine Company did not construct this fragment merely to observe the obvious. No, this is an identity disruptor. It is a trapdoor set into the floor of language itself, designed to give way under the foot of the one who thinks they understand. Let us open it. First, the paradox of description in the world of pure logic. This sentence is nonsensical. It is a contradiction. An empty chair, by definition, does not contain a person. So to say an empty chair is hard to find with someone sitting in it is to say that the empty chair is not empty. Thus, it is not a chair that fits the criteria you are looking for. The search collapses into a contradiction. The logic fails. But humans do not live in the world of pure logic. We live in the world of signs, speech, motion, noise, time, and shadows. We say things that are not strictly true because they point to something that is. And sometimes that which we point toward is not a thing at all, but a feeling, a condition, a structure of reality we cannot quite reach, but know by its outline. So the fragment tells us something not about the chairs, but about the search, not about the bodies, but about the conditions of visibility, not about the people, but about the concepts we carry with us when we try to make sense of what's in front of us. Empty chairs are hard to find, not because they aren't there, but because our way of looking is already governed by a contradiction. We are looking for a kind of absence within a field of presence, and our expectation is that the absence should be visible, highlighted, obvious. We expect the empty space to announce itself, but it does not, because that is not how the world works. We do not see the empty chair, we see the people. Second, the event of saturation. The philosopher must always ask, why now? Why is this fragment necessary now? What is its address to the moment? And what is the condition it names that others have not yet spoken? I believe the answer is this. We are living in an era of perceptual saturation. Every chair has a body in it. Every platform has a voice on it. Every silence has already been filled. Every void is quickly consumed by content. There are no open seats, no unoccupied frequencies, no uncolonized spaces of the mind. And so we search for the quiet chair, The one without the podcast playing, the billboard flashing, the opinion shouting. We look for a still place, and we cannot find it. Why? Because the only kind of chair we can see anymore is the one that already has a person in it. The presence drowns out the absence. Thus the fragment is not funny. It is tragic. It names the impossibility of finding space in a world that has already seated itself. And worse, it suggests that even our categories have been compromised. We look for empty, and our vision is filled with occupied. This is not just a logistical problem. It is a spiritual one. Third, the chair as symbol. Let us consider the chair. It is not a throne, not a stool, not a mat. A chair is the modern democratic instrument of embodiment. It is where the body is stationed. The office chair, the church pew, the folding chair at the funeral, the lawn chair at the 4th of July. The chair is where you are allowed to be, to occupy, to be held, to be recognized. And so the chair becomes not just a physical object, but a symbol of presence, not just of a person being somewhere, but of the right to be somewhere. And when all the chairs are full, the question arises, what is the fate of those who are still arriving, who did not yet speak, who were not yet born? In this way, the fragment speaks to justice. The absence of an empty chair is not just a matter of discomfort, it is a matter of exclusion. The room is full. There is no space for what has not already been accounted for, no allowance for the unforeseen, no vacancy for the strange, the new, the quiet, the uninvited. Fourth, the machine function. As a product of the Zero Friction Machine Company, this fragment functions not merely as a piece of linguistic play, but as an ideological key-turner. It is a device for perceptual reversal. The surface joke. Well, of course, an empty chair is hard to find when people are sitting in them, collapses when examined closely. For it reveals that the joke is on us. We are the ones who keep looking for emptiness in the places we have already filled. We are the ones who mistake presence for priority. We are the ones who keep asking for a sign to appear, and then cover it with ourselves before it can be seen. The fragment disorients, then reframes. It pulls the eye back. It introduces distance, and in that distance we see the chairs were never the problem. It was our eyes. Fifth, standing room only, and so we return to the headline. S.R.O. Perhaps it does mean standing room only. The room is full. The fire marshal has been called. The chairs are taken. You can stand in the back if you want, but don't expect comfort. Don't expect a moment of peace. Don't expect the world to make room for you. Or perhaps S.R.O. means something more. Perhaps it is a code, like so many of the company's fragments, for a condition of the soul, a standing remainder ontology. That is, the study of what remains standing when all else has been seated, silenced, settled. Who remains? The one who refuses the chair, the one who knows that fullness is not the final state, the one who waits, not for the chair to be empty, but for the need for chairs to vanish altogether. That one is free, and that one is rare.